Hi, I'm Chuck Mullen. I'm at the school board meeting, and I just presented to the school board a plan that keeps all three campuses alive. It keeps the combos to a minimum and class sizes down. The way we did it is we have some of the principals come and help us teach, and with that, we have a lot more help on hand, and we can keep the cuts furthest away from the students as is possible. Thank you.
Okay, Chuck, a short question to that. What did the school board decide tonight regarding your
I see.
proposal?
Right. What they want to do is have time to think about this, and the next meeting is in a month. And we're going to invite a lot of people to come down. And what they said is this: if the superintendent and I can get into a room and work out the proposals, and then the school board can decide which one they like best. From that, I think ideally they'd like us to come up with a plan we could both support. But one of the things I can't support is overwhelming a class size and shutting down a perfectly good campus when we need the room. So,
Chuck, you are representing the teachers at the Tejon Unified School District. How many teachers will you have probably in the next school year?
well, we're looking at 29 if we could do it, and I think the superintendent wants us at 28. So that's one thing that's different in the plans. But we're way far off from the 32 and a half we have this year.
Chuck, one of the proposals from the superintendent side, or one of the proposals on the table for the board, is to move the fifth graders back to Frazier Park Elementary School. Some of your teachers spoke up tonight here at the board meeting that this would be a very bad idea. Can you just elaborate why they think it is a very bad idea?
Sure, there's two reasons. The first reason is the impact on the campus itself, having the large bodies on that campus, and the campus is fairly small. They have, when you do athletic events or PE or recess, it seems to be there that it's the biggest issue at that school. In contrast, at El Tejon School, we have green grass, we have wonderful fields, we have plenty of water, we have everything that you could need. And the other thing you have when you come to El Tejon School as a fifth grader is you have coaches there that can coach, and you can have a sport program. Now, when the fifth graders were there before, actually it was sixth grade, fifth graders, they had no sports program. And actually my wife and I went over there and did a volleyball team for the sixth graders, but that was just one sport once, and they had to go all the way over to the high school to do it. But that's the disadvantage of sticking older kids at Frazier Park School.
So when the other plan that basically says, puts a fifth grader back to Frazier Park School, in the long run, the way it is obviously discussed here, this would also mean that 6, 7, and 8 graders would be moved to Frazier Park School, and basically on the long run, the El Tejon school, the campus would be vacated. Is that correct?
Well, at some point they're talking about that may be necessary if our enrollment declines. However, our enrollment has stabilized. So it may have to be something we do, but it's not next year. And if we do it, we have to have a plan ahead of time. It can't be thrown together ad hoc.
Okay, and that's what's happening right now. Everybody seems to be in a panic.
I think the community thinks we're going to close down El Tejon School, and it's simply not going to happen. There's no votes for that. There's no appetite for that. So we're going to have to deal with what we have at El Tejon at El Tejon and Frazier Park. And the only distinction is, where does the fifth graders go? Now, often it has nothing to do with what we want. Is where the schedule takes us, where the personnel is. And we have to keep the class sizes low. So that's what drives that decision oftentimes. And my proposal is keep fifth where it is now. They like it, the parents seem to be in support of it, and the teachers like it.
Excellent. So you will now meet with the next step is you will meet with the superintendent. You come hopefully up with a joint proposal, propose that to the board, and then see what the board has to say at the next meeting, correct?
Either joint or competing. I don't know. I have to tell you that we might be able to have a common ground, but I've run through every scenario that's possible, and I used my imagination. We thought outside the box, and I think that the proposal we did tonight is the one that's going to be superior. But I'm not opposed to working with anyone on making the place better and doing it as cheap as you can. That's fine.
Okay. let's see what happens next. Thank you very much, Chuck.
Thank you.